Welcome to the Rico ecosystem. I know it's been a very long time since I did a longer format video. So, as you see the title, let's get into it. What is ghost mode equal reset? So, for those who haven't seen me in a while, either on YouTube, real life, whatever the case may be, or some of you guys that seen me, but I've been super laser guided focus. I am in a semi ghost mode. Right now, I've been watching countless videos to kind of get a better understanding of ghost mode. However, with the job career that I have, it's kind of hard to go ghost mode. There's a lot of obstacles. I mean, it's a lot of distractions anyway, even without the high demanding job that I do have. However, I still try to maintain being ghost mode. So, what I've been doing is I've been taking time to cultivate everything, reset, relearn who I am, um, just trying to get it done. Like I want to do this. I'm chasing my freedom. So that's the goal. But in order for me to achieve that goal, I have to do a reset. I have to re I have to shift my focus back to, excuse me, the core of who I am and what made me achieve the goals that I have achieved in the past, because I have achieved many goals and I became stagnant within my career and being the twilight of my career, and I'm ready for a career change. It reignited the hustle and grind part to get to where I want to be. But what is it that we say? I will talk about what I completed. So what I'm trying to do, if you saw my last video, I'm trying to get into AI, cybersecurity, a combination of that. I mean, I still have certain end goals. I'm not going to get into those right now because that is so down the road. I don't want to necessarily speak on where I'm trying to go as of yet until I actually get there. So in this ghost mode, I have well, I did it kind of before I kind of went into ghost mode a little bit, but for the most part, I've been semi ghost mode, if you will. I completed AI Essentials. I completed cyber security, Google cyber security. Now I know people that, if you watch this and you're in the tech world, I mean, people have criticisms of it and things like that. But the reason why I did it, and I have to speak for myself and only myself because everybody's different, that because I know my learning patterns. So I figured start from the bare bones and work your way up. And it's not discredit 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 Google and the skills of Google, because it's a good program. I learned a lot from it. And it helped me gave a stepping stone to what I'm currently doing. I'll get into that in a minute. So, obviously a lot of things have taken a back seat. Social life for the most part. I mean, have I gone out? Yeah, probably here and there, but nothing really to write home to mom, as they say. But I do it in a more of in a control way. Like if I guess it's a new term, planned ghost mode. I made that up. Totally made it up because because of demands that I do have, because I have responsibilities that I do take care of, and plus my work is high in demand, and there's times I got to work on my day off, and this and that, and everything else like that. I pre-plan it, so I'm kind of like, if I know I'm not doing anything, I'm locked in, studying, or even if I'm watching a YouTube video on ways other people can do it, so I could take a little piece of this and piece of that, everything else like that. So that's what I've been focused on. And like, so right now, what I'm getting into is um, I'm studying for the comp TIA Security Plus exam. That's where I'm currently at right now. Now, also the other reason why I really kind of pulled back from everything, because there's a lot of videos out there that talk about it. Oh, I passed it on my first try, or I failed, and whatever the case may be. It seemed like the fail rate is about 50%. Now, I'm a person that, well, probably everybody is. I'm not a fan of failing, but sometimes you have to fail to learn from your things to become better. I get all of that, but nevertheless, I'm not a fan of that. And if you do your research on that test and the amount of money, it's kind of putting my money where my mouth is kind of deal with that. But the return of that potential career shift and the financial freedom it would provide, it's just really just investing in yourself. So I look at it as investing in myself, but at the same time, I know what I'm up against. It's going to be challenging, it's going to be tough. And I know, because of how tough and vigorous that test is, I can't really be outside. I really can't have no distractions at the same rate. I got to plan it a little bit, like, because I know you still have to have some type of break. You just can't study for 8 or 9 hours and then you're not going to be able to retain half of it. So, I limit myself. I try to pull through it, but that's what I'm currently doing now. So as far as in being this ghost mode, I kind of like the concept of ghost mode, monk mode. People call it different things, but I like the base, the like we used to say in the military. I like the mission statement of what it means. I just realized there's just so many different variations of it. Like, some people, they're able to block out a whole time and don't have nothing in the world, and they wake up at like 4 a.m. They exercise for like 6 hours a day, and they work for like 18 hours. I know the math is not even mathing, but it just shows you how intense some people can be. And I think that dedication is great, and I take that part of it, the dedication part, because you gotta have some type of dedication to get in what you want to get into. And the frustrations of ghost mode sometimes is people not understanding the vision which you're trying to achieve. They think because you don't contact them, you don't this, you don't that, that it's personal. And I realize human nature, it's not a man thing, it's not a woman thing. I think it's a people thing. That people only celebrate you at the finish line. They never want to run the race with you. Or they feel that you should already be at the finish line. You should already be there. And that's not necessarily the case. You gotta either climb the mountain, you gotta push through hard, you gotta work through things and all of that kind of stuff. And I mean, the things I have achieved so far, being in semi ghost mode, or try to be in ghost mode when I can be, I look back even in a short time and I said, wow, I accomplished these things and things like that. But I mean, it's not much more to it. I mean, that's what I've been doing. Um, but I miss creating. I miss making the shorts. I miss making content like this. Um, but I've been around a few people that's kind of trying to get into it. So maybe there's a little bit of motivation for them to say, "Hey, we're gonna run it up. We're gonna make it happen." Um, it's just when you're in this mode, you look at things totally different. You see things for what they are. People reveal themselves to you. They show you who they truly are. And I don't think one way or the other. I'm not angry. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not even happy. I'm not even. I'm indifferent because I realized that everybody's happy with you as long as you stay on the same level that they're at. The moment they see you trying to achieve or change a circumstance that you don't like, that's when it seems like the problems arise. And I don't understand why that is, because just like I have the opportunity, everybody else around me has the opportunity. And I always try to bring people along with me. Hey, we can do this. We can get it done. We can make things happen. And I get a little ridicule, um, get a little pushback, especially what I want to get into, like AI cybersecurity. You got your people that critique it or whatever the case may be. But it's similar to the internet boom. Like there was a time, I am the age, I'm giving my age up just a little bit. I am at an age where people ran away from the internet. Oh, they refused to go on wwaol.com and all of that. Refused. Flat refused. Now, every device you damn near have, it's on the internet. Matter of fact, I'm talking to you on the internet. Like you go in a time machine and go back to about mid late 90s, and you show them this stuff, they wouldn't even believe you. They feared it. And people fear AI. They hear AI, they think Terminator. And I mean, some people say they say that ain't gonna happen in our lifetime because AI is not the smartest person in the world and things like that. But it's also learning about it. Like I'm not running away from it. I'm running towards it because I don't want to be left behind. I don't want to be one of those people that get older and then turn around, see all these people make all this money, live comfortably, have their version of freedom, because that's what I'm chasing is freedom. Money's just a tool, but that's another video, another topic for another time. I don't want to be the person that like I could have did it in its infancy stage because I mean us I think everyday people we we do things when we see the results instead of actually being in the trenches during the time when it's in its infancy stage. And I'm like, I was tired of making that mistake. Like, there were ventures that I kind of was like, whatever. But now they're big and they're this, they're that. And I'm like, damn, my stupid behind could have been a part of that and I wouldn't be unhappy or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, everybody has to run their race. So I mean, this video may not be exciting and all of that kind of stuff, but the purpose of this video today is just to motivate you to run your race. And sometimes it's good to go ghost mode because I learned ghost mode equals reset. That's all it is. You're resetting, you're relearning who you are, and you're coming up with a formulated plan to move forward and to make things happen so you can achieve the goal that you want. And my goal is freedom. And with that, that's why I chose what I chose and the benefits that it is. It's the benefit for me. It doesn't have to be for you, but whatever it is, do a reset. Find something that works for you, that you're passionate and that you love, and you chase that passion. Now, I will say I'm going to try to figure out a schedule where I can still do this because I miss this. I miss talking to the people. I miss teaching. I miss talking about things, but I'm just laser focused right now. So that's the biggest component. That's where I've been. But with all of that being said, I don't want to keep you guys too long. I will figure out a schedule. I am dropping a short. It's a quick short. It's pretty funny. I think it's funny, but everybody's different. We know how it is. But maybe I'll try to figure out the schedule to be better. Like I can maybe tweak this ghost mode and make it so that it's different. So with that being said, have a good night, safe travels. If you're listening in your car, all that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I look forward to speaking to you guys later on. Have a good night.